Okay, so this is 1503 just next door, and it's even more cute. Extra storage space there, and this one's all hardwood floors or vinyl. A nice living room, dining room area, your kitchen here with the washer and dryer there, white appliances, and then you have your second bathroom here with this shower. And then this could be an office space or a bedroom as well. Then you also get access to the screened-in porch here. And this one is still just as beautiful. Oh, wow, you can see your neighbor. The porch there from next door. But dang, I love this. This is like adorable. Okay. But I'm really feeling the flooring in this one. We have a great amount of space here. And then the bedroom, walk-in closet. And then your floor-to-ceiling mirrors. And yeah. It's just crazy to think about, like, you'll have neighborhoods like these where people buy these condos when they're first built and literally hold on to them for 30 plus years. And it's kind of like almost a lot of people move. The median age will just continue to go up with people who are staying. Like, say for instance, this dude moved in when he was 30 and is 60 now. And all the tenants are typically older, and that's what I'm kind of seeing right now, at least on this floor. But that's kind of crazy. Like, dang, people just living their lives. Like, there's dead people who really got money where they don't ever have to be in a nursing home, and they just stay in their condos until death. Like, that's wild. But you can tell, like, this apartment was built in 89. Like, it does have a older aspect to it compared to newer buildings which are more modern. But I love the fact that they kept the cabinetry and the built-ins there too, because it just adds so much character to it. And it makes it feel more cozy. And I really like how they stage this. But I am the biggest fan of this screened-in porch. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I do decide to get a condo next year, it needs to have a screened-in porch. But I definitely don't want a view of the sea. Like, I want a view of the skyline. Yo, I just gotta speak it into existence, man. Because, I mean, I literally said when I moved into my apartment I have now that I did not want to be below the 7th floor because I was already at the 7th floor and I wanted a better view than what I had living in Alexandria, and I really got it. My view is crazy right now, and I love living on the 15th floor, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so hopefully the next move is a condo where I buy it outright and I get a screened-in porch like this. Yeah, preferably heated. Oh my gosh, the one I seen in Tyson's, that's really next to the borough, that screened-in porch was heated too. But there was also amenities in that community as well, which I think are also a must. I do want a pool because I do like to swim sometimes, especially in the summer. Oh, and they had an indoor pool too, so I think that's all year round, which is amazing. But yeah, like, this is kind of so amazing, like being a realtor, because I get to see like so many different ways of life and living, and just little insights to people's lives. Like, can you imagine people that lived here before? I mean, according to the neighbor, apparently they had passed, so that's what this is for sale right now. But like, just people living their lives. I find that so fascinating. And the world just continues to go around despite everything going on across the world. Like, I could just imagine being here on this closed-in porch with Gouda. Gouda's downstairs right now because I didn't want to leave her at home, so hopefully she's okay. But just chilling with Gouda. I don't know. I really don't know what's like in store for the future. Like, I can have my guesses and my goals and what I want to do, but there's seriously no telling what is about to go down. Like, if you would have told me last year I'd be sitting here, I would not have believed you. Like, literally today last year, I had my first day at the car dealership. And now I am hosting open house. It's dead, but I'm still hosting an open house. I couldn't imagine. And it's like, I feel like I really be praying and they be answered, like, in one way or another. And sometimes it's not really in a way I thought it would be. Sometimes what I pray for is really not what's best for me. And then I open my eyes to that. Like, it just feels like everything that has happened in my life has led up to this moment. And it all feels necessary. Like, all the pain and trials and mistakes and achievements, like, they led to here. And all of this is going to lead to something that is going to impact the world greatly. Like, I can just feel it in my bones. I feel like I have purpose. And I'm still figuring out what that is every day, but I know it's gonna be great. But I'm getting anxious for stuff to happen, but things don't grow overnight. So I have to be patient. But I just tell myself all the time, like, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And it's kind of surreal. Okay, so vision for myself for 2022, 2024, being 22. Honestly, based on my goal for next year, I'll be a millionaire. And I will be the first millionaire in my family. That is crazy. And honestly, even if I didn't get there, I'd get pretty damn close. But I just feel like that is inevitable for me. And honestly, it doesn't even matter who really believes it or not, because when the results come, it can't be denied. But I don't know. I just know that I'm really about to put in the work to make that happen. And I'm pretty excited. I just know that my life's really gonna change drastically and I don't know how I'm gonna take that. I feel like the reason why I didn't start my YouTube channel earlier was because I felt like success with it is inevitable, and it would really just change my life so drastically. And honestly, before, I was not ready for that change. I didn't think I was mature enough to be able to handle it either. And honestly, I'm still going to question it if I am anyways, but I am adulting and I need to get to my goals. So I need to make some progress now, because shoot, first million is crazy, but the millions that come after that are gonna be extraordinary. But I don't know how to feel like, because okay, I'm going to make my focus luxury real estate, and a lot of people say like that type of clientele is not the best. I don't really know how I feel about that, but I do know that as Black women, I still gotta try. I still gotta create a lifestyle that I don't see anybody else who looks like me has. And this area is for sure a gold mine. So it's kind of a question of, is my confidence in myself and my ability enough to actually make that happen? Or if the world will stop me in my tracks. I just feel like there's so much online right now. Like, literally my whole apartment and livelihood is on the line. Like, I don't know. But I do believe that God has a plan. And again, everything happens for a reason. And it's like, the crazy part is like, this is not even started yesterday or something. Like, this has been such a long time coming. Like, I don't know if anybody I went to school with could remember, but I was literally claiming I was gonna be a billionaire forever. And I wanted to be rich since I was a child, and I don't even know what that type of ideal, who instilled that in me. I just knew that it had to be better than how it was. It has to be better than what we're doing now. Life has to be more meaningful, more rewarding, more fulfilling than working 40 hours a week, living paycheck to paycheck to make ends meet. Like, there has to be more to that. There has to be more to want than just financial stability and the ability to pay your bills, to eat, to have basic human necessities. I really want to move beyond that mindset of working just to get my needs met, instead of working and living to acquire my wants and desires in this world. Like, I really don't want to be comfortable right now. I want to achieve my goals and make an impact. and make life better for not only myself, but for anybody around me. I just think it's so bittersweet that I am living right now as a Black woman. Like, double oppression. But I think that's what makes this even better though, because succeeding despite the obstacles for something I can't control, that is the biggest flex there is. It's the biggest flex. Like, I don't care what nobody says. As a Black woman, I'm coming from nothing and climbing my way to the top without having to put other people down to get there. Win. And nobody can say they have the same win either. I don't know to the extent of my importance in this lifetime, but I know for a fact there will come a day though where people will know my name. It won't be Kayla Philippi or Keila Felipe. Nah, y'all know it's Kyla Felipe, period. Like, ain't none of that. And a whole lifetime of people telling me I can't do something, they will eat their words, for sure. But I'm just so blessed. I'm so blessed to even have grew up in a household where my father was telling me, like, you can do anything you put your mind to. If that man had not told me that, I would walk around life thinking that nothing is possible unless it has already been done by someone else. And I know for a fact that that is not true. Despite not having people like me that look like me doing the things I'm gonna do in the world, I will inspire many. And also my mom just telling me, like, you are the head and not the tail. You are a leader and not a follower. That is the biggest thing that has stuck with me my whole life. And I will forever be in debt to them for even saying such things to me. Such kind words. Like, no matter if they didn't have enough money for food on the table or the house we lived in, the things that they instilled in me and taught me are invaluable. You can't measure that by a dollar sign. And by no means does everybody get that. And that's the sad part. That's why I gotta, like, move through life understanding that when people don't have that mindset, when they don't have that instilled in them, it can be a very pessimistic, dark reality where I can just describe it as pessimistic. Like, honestly, it's just very dark. Like, the amount of stuff that goes on in this world, the amount of hate and crime and death and deceit, to have no hope is just like, it's just the biggest weight on top of all that. Like, I feel like as a Black woman, I kind of look at the world and I see the good and the bad just as much. The racism, misogyny, bigotry, like all of it. I just witness it. And despite it all, I can still find love and confidence in myself and in the world for a change to happen. I don't know, it just feels like the struggle has, you know that quote? It's like, if you stare into the abyss long enough, then it would stare back at you. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but that's how I feel about the negativity in the world. Like, a lot of people see it and they internalize it, and then they become that. And I never want to become that. And it could be seriously hard when everyone around you is like that. But, I mean, everything happens for a reason. I feel so blessed as well to just be in this time period for sure. Because I mean, I would not want to be a woman in any other time period. I mean, it is still like a lot of bad stuff happening today, but compared to before, the Middle Ages, like like nomadic era, cavemen, oh my gosh. No, I am so glad I lived today. I literally can't imagine living during the civil rights movement while it was going on, or like Atlantic slave trade, or even just during the Moor Empire in Europe. Like, life was just so barbaric, and it still is in a lot of ways in a lot of places. But our ancestors were strong as hell. Like, to be able to witness the death and disease and despair that they did, and then continue to have children and create the new generation of the world time and time again. It's wild. And it's like each generation just really progresses and does something new and better. And it's like, I can't even imagine what the world's gonna be like in like 50 years or 100 years or 1,000 years. But I also think the evolution of humanity is God's plan. And there can be so much despair and destruction in one lifetime, but it's like over the course of many lifetimes, it is a stepping stool to something greater. It's like dark and sad at the same time. Like, just women alone struggle throughout the centuries. I love this movie. It was called The Last Duel. It was really about a last duel in France over a rape trial. And it's just like, yo, if that never happened, humanity would not have been able to get past that moment. Like, terrible stuff happens, and a lot of people do learn from them. And then if it's not learned from, then it just continues to repeat itself until it is. But it's just crazy, like the concept of time in general, and how long it takes things to grow and change. Like, being a human being and seeing life in seconds, minutes, hours compared to eternities. It's just wild. Like, I can't even conceive how God could create something so complex and so vast. I don't think anybody here on earth can really understand the magnitude of it. The size, the effort, the necessity of good and bad, yin and yang. I don't know. I am just a 22-year-old living my life, trying to break out as a real estate agent, and post some videos that represent me and who I am. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about life. Or if you would like to buy this condo, let me know too. I got you. Email in the description. So yeah, let me know. And make sure to subscribe.